What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Mercedes, and welcome back to another Unapologetic with Mercy original. So you see, you peep the hair, right? Let's get into it. Okay, so basically in this video, I really am just going to briefly discuss some of the things that I have become aware of or have noticed or whatnot within my hair, within my during this first month update of my Microlocs journey. I unfortunately did not record my installation process, but I did do the 2-strand twist method. At the base, I did a braid just because I have done micro twists, mini twists in the past, and I'll try to incorporate some pictures and videos on the screen just to show you what my hair has looked like with micro twists, mini twists. So I kind of was already prepared or kind of like aware of what I would be expecting, what I would really be getting myself into in regards to the installation process. And I just completed my first retie last week. When I say last week, it took me a week. Yeah. I was hoping originally it could take you, girl, like 2 days, you know what I'm saying? Like, be dedicated, you know, take like 8 hours a day and like get her done. But no, there was a lot going on last week. I had to lay my grandfather to rest, so my goal was really just to finish my hair before his service and other different things I'm getting into, modeling and acting, but that is not for this video. We're going to be focusing on my hair. So I installed my hair. I finished installing the Microlocs April 28th, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have a video of when I completed my hair. Yes, it was like a week later, so it was giving frizz and definitely experienced some shrinkage, especially like in the middle part of my crown, just because of how long it took me to do my hair. It also took me about a week to install my hair just because I was doing it around my work schedule and whatever else I had going on. I did like most of the back of my hair first, and then I went to the front and I saved my middle. I retied my hair the same way. I do plan on doing a retie video. I just knew it would not be the first retie I ever did because it being a new experience. And when I say a new experience, not only do I mean, you know, taking the time to do my hair, like taking my time to do, you know, a retie on such small locks, but more so dealing with a 3-way mirror and dealing with the interlocking tool. And baby, when I tell you, I thought I did good with my parting, my sectioning and my parting when I installed, I was wrong. I was so wrong. I was so behooved by the reality of the fact that that was not the case, based off of how long it took me to really like clean my sectioning in the back especially. Now I have also combined a few locks just because of, like I said, like the parting or the sectioning was really crazy. Overall, she was straight relatively, you know, and I don't know why, like when I got to the top part of the back, I was doing like these U's instead of just going from side to side. So like right here, like right before the front half, look, I combined a few locks. I don't really know if I could, but you can't really I'm not sure if you can tell the difference. I feel like they're relatively all the same size, so that's good. I'm pretty sure there's some that are skinnier than others within here, but overall, like I said, she's cute. She is, I think, as the best as it's gonna get from a DIY perspective. And no, I have not counted my locks. I don't know when I would plan on doing that, but maybe later on in the future. So in regards to like any changes with, in regards to like any like changes within my hair, I mean, my hair is like, besides like the fact that like my roots are now like in a sense interlocked, that is mainly the only difference right now. Typically, I think it's been, okay, it's been almost 2 months since I actually completed my locks. End of June will make it 2 months. But it's been about, I think I started the retie, it had to be like week 5 or 6. And I know it's recommended to do your reties every 4 to 6 weeks. So that new growth was about this thick, which is a norm for me. And typically when I have my micro twists, at the time, I'll just take them boy out and wash my hair and reinstall. But the last time I put a micro twist in my hair, I was like, I am not doing this again. Yeah. If I plan to like, you know, fully commit to the locking journey, this gonna be it. So I knew if I were to reinstall micro twist again, that would be me actually like committing to it. And that was like the first time I really committed to ensuring that my parting, especially in the back, was really nice. Because before with the micro twist, I really didn't care too much about precision. And at that time I was using like my mirror in the window, the mirror in the bathroom, and then like a small mirror, and I would like get the parts that way. Wouldn't recommend it. And also could just because of the lighting in my room. But you know, that was the way that I was used to doing it. So adjusting to the 3-way mirror was definitely something, but that was a great investment. And I think that would be a better, more efficient way to actually do your own hair, or it's especially in regards to retying your hair. I've been doing my own hair for almost 9 years now. When I went natural when I turned 21. And I'm about to be turning 30, girl. Oh my God, y'all. I'm about to be turning 30 next month. It's crazy. So yeah, so far so good. I really enjoy her. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there were some moments in between that week of me doing my retie where I was like, am I sure this is really what I want to do? Like, I can always stop right here. I can take these out and just go back to my natural hair. But I've been over my natural hair in a sense of like, I'm tired of doing like the protective styles. My protective styles will typically be some type of twist. Probably, I mean, definitely not as small as the micro twist, unless that was the look I was going for. I would always be doing some type of protective style. I don't wear wigs as much as I used to, like when I first started my my natural hair journey. When I officially went natural 9 years ago, almost 9 years ago, I did wear wigs more frequent. One, because of the transition of the hair, but also because of because of the fact that I had a hair business, Truly Luscious Collections. I no longer have her. But at the time, as I was, you know, doing that, I was learning about hair, better quality hair, things of that nature that I wanted to, you know, provide to my ideal clients. So, yeah, and prior to that, I barely wore wigs, besides maybe like the synthetic ones. Or like might have a few tracks in my hair. But I have for most of my life been like, in a sense, a natural hair girly. Well, like, you know, younger me, it was more relaxed, natural, if you know what I mean. When I say that, it was all my hair. You know, Shawty was thick, she was down here, you know what I'm saying? But when I transitioned to natural, you know, I did wear the wigs a little bit more. But yeah, I do plan on eventually probably doing like a pros and cons video. I might wait until I'm like maybe 6 months in. Let's get into the shrinkage, because before I did my retie, my hair was like right here. which was kind of similar to where my hair was when I first installed my hair. If I have any videos or photos of me, I really haven't taken much videos or photos of myself over the last few months, to be fair. And I'll try to show you the length difference. But once I finished retightening my hair, Shawty shrunk some, which I'm not, which doesn't like scare me or wasn't like, oh my god, what? It wasn't like I was caught by surprise, just because like I've already had experienced that with the micro twist. And so I already knew what to expect, and also based off of the research that I did before making this full commitment. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all the fact that like if you are looking to start your own micro lock journey or just lock journey in general, I think shrinkage is something that you are more than likely experience in the beginning process, because your hair is shifting, it's changing, it's going to different phases. I'm going through changes. Okay, so yeah, that wasn't anything that was like, oh my god, that's happening, because guess what, I'm still cute. You know, I might not be able to put her in a full pony or whatever up high if I want to or whatever for the moment, which is perfectly fine. I do want to do some more styles with my hair. This is my go-to right here to the side, or I'll do like a little bang-yang, right? A front bang-yang. I believe I have some pictures and some videos of me with that style, but that has so far been like my go-to style for when I did my micro twist, and so far since I have had my Microlocs. The other thing that I will mention that I have noticed is, like, you know, in my hairline, the locks that are like on my hairline, especially in the front, even some in the back, but I also just have these two pieces on the side of my hair. I don't know if you can really see them, but they're really just like babies. And so those I had to retwist because they're just not stable enough, secure enough in order for me to feel confident in order to retie them. So that's something that I am curious to see what that will look like within the next few months as my hair continues to change and whatnot and grow. So that I'm gonna also start doing some more oil treatments with like some rosemary or some other type of essential oils that could really help out these different areas, because your girl used to have a side parts after your relaxer and that, you know, that wrap. That was me back in the day. If I can find some pictures of me from high school with that part, I'll show you. My part used to be all the way over here. So yeah, that is the update so far. I am loving her. I love the low maintenance of it all. Literally I've gotten me some spray bottles, some glass spray bottles, and was more so using it, you know, for the retie, but I do plan on making like a moisturizing concoction, since, you know, at this phase you should not be using conditioner, and to only be using, you know, shampoo, clarifying shampoo, and then, like, you know, moisturizing your hair, you know, not as consistently as you would, or in the same way that you would as, like, you know, loose natural hair, because I ain't trying to get no build up on here. I want to do whatever it is that I can to help improve the process of my hair locking, and not, like, you know, making it harder than it really needs to be. So yeah, this is her again, you know, this is her tea. So yeah, you guys, that's really all I have to say about my 1 month update of being on this microloc journey. So far, I really enjoy it. I've gotten nothing but compliments, but I was getting those same type of compliments when I had my micro twist. Everyone would think I had starter locks, and I think that was a part of, like, the encouragement. But it's been something that I've thought about for a while now. But I knew if I got locks, I don't know if I wanted them to be traditional or whatever the case may be. But when I saw Microlocs pop up on my timeline on my feed, I said, hold on, that's cute. And I really just feel like I'm in this space of wanting I wanted a different look as I was going into a new decade, the 30s. And I just wanted to have a low maintenance hairstyle with me, in a sense, being active. I mean, I'm not as active as I used to be in the gym or whatever, but like when I do get back into the gym, because I do plan on getting back in the gym or whatever the case might be, I do, want to have a hairstyle where it's versatile. I don't have to do much. Only thing I really have to worry about is maintaining my hair. Will I continue to do it on my own? Or will I, invest in a microloc loctician at some point to do my reties? We'll see what the spirit leads, what the occasion is, what occasion it might be for that I need to, get my hair done for. We shall see. We'll go from there. But yeah, you guys, if you're interested in wanting to follow along with the journey, my microlocs journey, don't forget to like or subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of these updated videos. If you have any questions about the microloc journey or whatever it might be, leave those in the comments down below. So until next time, you guys, stay blessed with peace, one love, and high vibrations. Peace.